Hi Leo, this is Just with your July 15, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Leo, it looks like this, not just this week, but you guys are going to make something happen. I see this very clear. You're making a decision to get something out of a situation. Now, some people may have thought that you didn't have it in you. If you have a business partnership, if you're working at a company and you've not been able to get along with others, or you just don't feel like people believe in you, you may feel like people don't want to work with you. But then you know that you have really good product. You know that you're building something amazing on your own, or you may just realize that, hey, I don't need the two of you, or I don't need this team, or I don't need to collaborate with this group. You're moving on. So if some of you have had a rift with a Leo and things haven't been working out in the work sector or business partnership, be very careful, because Leos have 1 foot out the door. 1.5 feet are out the door. It's just, waiting for that day to take the second foot out and just completely leave. But you're leaving, and I don't feel like you're looking back. Some of you are moving to a new company, a new corporation. You're taking your talents elsewhere. You're going where you feel you can be appreciated, because it's not that you can't get the work done, right? When can a Leo get something done? It's not that you can't get the work done. It's not that you're not revered as a valuable employee, or that you don't have a great product, or that you can do the job. It's just these one-to-one relationships with people around you that you find very difficult, and you're no longer going to be victim. You're no longer going to submit or be submissive. You're going to move on. There's someone that wants you, and the decision is made, and you got the okay, you got the thumbs up. Yes, we want you. Yes, we'll take you. And you're going where people will appreciate you more. Now, the challenge with this is that even though you're leaving one chapter behind, it's not completely ended and over. And that's what every sign is getting. They're dealing with open-ended issues. And that's what Mercury retrograde brings. And because of it, you're not completely, fully mentally out of your head about the situation. So you still may suffer with anxiety and worry. And at some time, I feel a bit of a small bouts of depression for some of you. You may have felt like people that you thought were your friends in the work sector, that someone that you can count on, really isn't. Someone may have been manipulating you the whole time. But again, that Leo roars very loudly, and you guys are going to take your talents elsewhere. You're going to take, what you can offer elsewhere. And you're not sure how this is all going to work out. And I do feel like some of you could be drinking, smoking, falling into vices to get you through this period. You will have bouts of depression. You will have sleepless nights at times. It will be difficult for you to just let it go, because some of you developed a connection with people, and you're realizing the people that you've developed connections with. And it's kind of disheartening to realize that these people weren't who you thought they were. You were dealing with people with masks on. Or it could have been you, but I feel like this is more coming to you. Like this is what's happening to you. But I don't feel like you'll stay in this place for long, because we do know that Leo's been kind of suffering with this for a little bit now. So some of you will get a handle of your vices, get a handle of that darkness and how you think and your overall feelings, and feeling in that dark place. And you're going to turn that into action, and you'll be moving forward. And so by week's end, going into next week, you're going to feel a whole lot better now that this decision has been made, now that you know a clear path moving forward. And the things that plague you, the things that has been keeping you down, that will become lesser and lesser of a view in the rear view, right? That'll be lesser and lesser in the peripheral. It'll be obsolete soon. Okay, so you can finally, for some of you, you'll finally be able to put the past in the past. That's for some of you. Okay, we'll see what next week brings. You never know. This week, as I said, as we get closer to the end of the week, going into next week, it looks very favorable. And you look strong, you feel strong, you've made your decision. It's been a long time coming, and you're doing it without any regrets. When it comes to matters of love, an ending has happened, or it needs to, and you need not worry about what's going to happen up ahead. There's been a lot of confrontation either within or with others. You may have had a lot of options and situations, and now some of you are trying to make something happen. You're starting to fall in love with someone, or you're accepting a love with someone and you're building on it. But at the same time, I get, Leo, that you're not really sure if this is what you want 100%. You don't know 100% if you really love this person, do you? You're not really sure if you really want to move forward with this person. And I feel if that's the case, then some of you are manipulating someone. It's like faking it until you make it for some of you. You may be guarding your heart and not able to fully give love, although you're doing it. Does that make sense? It's a Leo special, right? It's like you're doing it even though you have so many reservations about it, but you're doing it anyway, just in case, those fears will all go away, and then you'll have where it all kind of meets up at the middle. Does that make sense? So for some of you, you're in this place. Some of you still have a past love that didn't work out attached to you. You still think about that, even though there's a new one on foot, and it is working quite well. But there seems to be, for some of you, maybe even a third party, maybe. But it looks like that is even coming to an end, and you're deeply thinking about someone that you still have a major attachment to. It's not healthy, but it's deep, and you can't let it go. And I feel that you will be sending a message to this person at some point because it weighs very heavy on you. And it's just almost as if this person has such a hold on you that you cannot move forward completely into the new until you address the old. So it is no new without the old. It literally latches onto your back. And even though I feel that you move forward in a particular commitment with someone in particular, or some of you are going to someone, you may be even going to travel and commute to visit someone that you're committed to, even though you're not 100% sure if you're completely over a past person, but you're still moving forward in that. Now, others of you will be moving forward to the person that you feel that you love and you want to work a situation out, and you're going to be communicating with this person. But you have to ask yourself, am I coming from a place that is healthy? In your heart, you feel, yes, I love them and I want to work this out. Ring by ring, step by step, brick by brick, I want to work it out. I've tried to make this work in the past, but we couldn't really make it happen. Couldn't make the plans come together the way that I wanted it to come together. And I'm very conscious, and I'm very defensive and guarded because I don't want a repeat of what I had yesteryear. But even in all of those things considered, you're still going to move forward with either a new person that you're developing something with and not allowing the old to overcome you, or you're going to go to someone that you feel, I'm going to take the risk in spite of. Very clear is what your messages are saying. I feel like you've approached the situation in a very lighthearted sort of way, but you know you have to come correct. You know you have to come with the goods. You know that you have to commit. And some of you will be doing just that, or you have someone that is ready to commit and they don't want a fair weather anything. They're ready. What say you? And so even though there may be a lot of confrontation, even amongst you and your mate, or in a conflict, you are moving forward toward one. You are doing that. Now, in the extended, we're going to look deeper at who this person could be. What are the challenges that you're faced with? Some of the regrets you may have, how you really feel about them, and more importantly, how do they feel about you? What's going to happen this week, but beyond this week, what's going to happen months down the line, and how this will all play out. And I think that that's important because right now, as it stands, I do see a conflicted Leo, very conflicted. And so to have a heads up as to what you can possibly, as a general, so what you can possibly expect, I think would be very helpful. And we're going to look at that deeper. So if you're interested, click that link below in the description box and we can get started. Otherwise, I would love to hear from you guys. So if you would like to share, please do so in the comments section. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the description box as well. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Leo.